that are left that have to really be unbreakable are us.
And now we have a great news for all your fans. You're preparing a new album. Tell us a little bit the story behind this new album.
Okay. Where we go? We've been in the studio now since the middle of January, and then we actually took a little bit of a break to go on tour to do South America and then Mexico. Once we get home, in about 2 days actually, we'll be back home. Take about 10 days off, and then we're getting back in the studio again. It's been a great recording process this whole time, and it's just, we're all really excited about it. The songs are turning out great. It's going back to being Backstreet Boys. It's going back to great harmonies, great melodies, and just great pop songs. So we're really stoked for it, and I think our fans are just as excited. So.
Ourselves, challenging ourselves and being better, and trying to be the best that we can be. And the way we do that is by having great chemistry between each other, a common goal, like seeing the exact same thing when it comes to music, when it comes to touring, when it comes to the future of the group. So the biggest challenge is having all those pieces and everything just click at the exact same time. And when it does, that's when you get an amazing album.
Cool. Now, I have questions, specific questions for each one of you, starting with Howie. I know that you have Puerto Rican blood. What is the most important thing that you admire about Latin culture?
Well, for me, my mother's, like you say, is Puerto Rican, and I grew up in an Anglo-Saxon Puerto Rican family, kind of a mixed cultural generation that's now coming in the United States. And for me, it's always been about, and I've been very, proud to be able to try to bring what little bit of Latin culture I have in me into the group. We've had a chance to do some songs in Spanish. Even tonight in our show, we're going to do one of our songs in Spanish, as well as we have a song called Spanish Eyes.
True or false? Is that true that when you were kids you did a tryout for Menudo, that it's a big Latin band when we were kids?
That is true. Actually, it's very true.
What is the most important thing that you learned from that time that you didn't make it?
That I didn't, unfortunately, know Spanish. And they sing all in Spanish.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be.
And it wasn't meant to be.
This is where you're supposed to be.
God had me planned to be in the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, you have to be really happy right now. Now, Brian, how important is faith in your career?
Oh wow, faith is an everyday importance for me. I think faith kind of guides me. It helps me set a catalyst for myself, a bar for myself, to be who I am and not somebody else that I'm not. It's like my compass. I call my faith my compass because it always steers me in the right direction. So it's very, very important in everyday life.
Well, now, do you have plans to do another solo album?
I do. I'm writing and working on a new record, but right now the focus, for the past year has really been, rebuilding the brand of the Backstreet Boys.